Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Anyone that's tuned in straight away, a little bit of a last-minute stream. Thought I'd get some more games in over the Easter weekend and try and make a little bit of headway through Plat. Probably not really going to get any further through Plat, I don't think, over the next couple of weeks. I think what we want to do is try and stabilise as best we can, if we can, and then use next month to try and make a push into Diamond. I think that's probably the most sensible approach to this, and then we keep building it up every few months, and then eventually try and end the road to Mythic sometime, hopefully like June, July, something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, I'm just going to jump straight in, go for some more games. What quests do we have? Yeah, we got good quests. I'm pretty sure I've played this guy before. Okay, pretty bad opening hand, we'll mulligan that. We have 2 lands we can use here. We get another blue source, we're good. I think we probably take this and try to build into Absorb. 1 more blue source does the trick. Godless Shrine can come out first. Go into Thought Erasure. Hold up Negate if we need to. That's fine. He's thinking about a mulligan as well. Keep this. There's the blue source. Keep it on the top. Or we just pay the 2 life for this Hallowed Fountain and get it out there. Looks like he's Sultai. What have we got? What have we got? Cast Down doesn't bother us. Wild Growth Walker does bother us. Vivian Reed very much bothers us. So I think we go for Vivian Reed here, get her out of the way. Cry of the Carnarium, we will... What do we want to do with that? I think we probably... I think we kind of want to ditch this. I don't think this is very useful against this deck. I'll keep it for now. We'll see if we can build into it later on. Hey Bray, how's it going, man? Hey Wascals. Island. Island lets me hold Absorb up. How's your Easter weekend going, Bray? Play Absorb on this, I think. Make sure that J-Light Ranger doesn't come down. We can take a hit of 1, that's no worries. Vraska's Contempt doesn't really do much for us here. Bray says, got laundry done, slept in a little, going to be visiting the fam later today. Nice one, man. Good job. Getting out there. That's good. Sounds like a productive day. Okay, there's the breeding pool for the Hydra. So you can start bringing these out. 2/2s now. Which is fine, because we have the Carnarium. We draw into another black source. We're all good. What's he gonna do here? Sure. Seeing as we didn't draw into another black source, we'll go straight into this Thought Erasure and get rid of one of these Hydras out of his hand. I'm going to chuck Kaya's Wrath to the bin. I have enough removal. I need another black sauce, really. Okay, so this comes out as a 3/3 now. Yeah, he's going to go for it. Not quite getting the mana source that I want here. Still take another hit. We've done alright so far. We've stayed alive pretty well. We get a black sauce, we're good to go. Seven. And then there's our black sauce. Okay. These three are less worrying to me. It's the Krasis that I realistically want to get rid of. So I'm gonna hold mana up for Vraska's Contempt. Gonna go into the next turn and try and get rid of it. Can't protect this with negate, so we'll just go for it. Just got counterspell, got a negate. Negate mainboard for Sultai would be a bit weird, right? Oh, okay. He just wants to kill his own thing. I guess he's got fine, doesn't he? So he wants to resurrect it later. Clear a bunch of cards. We get to take 2 damage. Sure. Get to counter Vivian Reed, so we need to be really careful here. Maybe should have kept that board wipe. That could be quite crucial to us now. Yeah, can't win. We'll go into the next round. Should have kept the board wipe, I think. Kind of struggled to get black mana there, and couldn't really get anything going early on. Took a lot of time for me to build into that. So I think the cries are fine. Are the cries fine? Yeah, I think they're okay. I think they get rid of some stuff, especially early on. I kind of want... V for Sanity doesn't really work here, so we'll go for Hostage Taker instead, so we can take his creatures. And let's look at extra cast down. Do I need to fit Unmoored Ego in here? I don't think I do I? The 2 negators. Two negators enough for the Planeswalkers. I don't really need to strip Vivian out. It's not that deadly. Let's go with that. I wonder if I need to rebalance the land in this. Maybe. I'm not sure. I still need to finish the multi-lands. Play first, see what we get. Hallowed Fountain, Glacial Fortress. We build into a black source off the top of that. We're pretty good. I'll keep that. It's actually a reasonably good selection of hands, especially Search for his contact. Digging for a black source again. Got something in my eye. Digging for a black source again, which is a bit interesting actually. Search for his canter will help us filter though, which is good. We'll just try and dig for a land as hard as we can with this. Going to be a little bit easier than the last game where we're just looking at the top of the deck blind. Sure. Kinda don't want to get rid of that as we saw in the last game. But again, I'm just going to take a free hit here. Not sure, you know. Not sure what's... Maybe I should have just mulliganed that opening hand, even though it was pretty good. Just not enough lands to play it. Yeah, we'll keep that, obviously. We can take another 3, I think. We'll see what he's got in hand. I think Vivian's the big threat there. I'm going to throw Thought Erasure to the bin, because I'd rather just have another black land. There's his blue, ready for the crisis, so we take another 3 damage here. Gets the Assassin's Trophy out for Teferi. Yeah, hits us with 3. We need the black land here, really. Not interested in that. Not really interested in that either, but sure. May just throw a Mortify out here and kill something. Go for it. Sure. That kinda helps me, to be honest. I get the swamp out. We take 3 and then we can just drop Cry and clean up here. What else has he got? Not much. I think he probably used this a little bit too early, but we shall see. Maybe he's got another one in hand. He's got a lot of land. Hold the land up for Absorb, or Chemist's Insight, depending on what we get the chance to do. Can't protect with counterspell yet, so we'll hold up. Yeah, pass. We might throw out another Chemist's Insight end of his turn. Really depends what he does here, to be honest. We've kind of stabilised and we've got enough mana to do whatever we like. It's just a little bit of life back. Puts us back in range. Another land out tapped. He seems to be getting land flooded quite a lot here, so let's see what we can do. Not quite enough to protect Teferi. He has to have Assassin's Trophy, right? He's got to have something, surely. Let's pass. We can throw this island down next turn. And, this is gonna, even if I counter this effect is gonna go off anyway. So I'm actually gonna use the Mortify on this and hold the Absorb. Let's go into our turn.
Skip to the good part.
Nice. Okay, we got another island. We can use Chemist's Insight with that. Hey Baka, how's it going? It isn't even Saturday. Here you go, Dave. You alright, man? How's it going? I'm gonna let this resolve. I don't want to get baited into a trap here. This Jade Light stays on the top. It's fine. Yep. Kai's Wrath will clean all this up. We're not going to play Chemist's Insight here, just in case he has Assassin's Trophy in hand. Let's see what we've got. Becca says he must be 50 by now. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm over halfway, which is the disappointing bit. Noodle says, hello, beautiful Scars man. Hello, beautiful Sheffield man. How's it going, man? You doing okay? You having a good weekend? Clean these cards up. And we will pass, hold our Absorb mana up. Can we double Absorb here? We can. Albert says, happy birthday, Dave. How's it going, mate? You doing okay? Under the disguise of your company. Expensive cardboard is happening. It is happening. This is yeah, we look like we might win this game actually as well, so we're doing alright. We can't use Hostage Taker on Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. We'll +1 to Fairy, draw a card, see what we get. We've got Search for Escanto, which will definitely come down. This is a nice card for us to filter cards off the top with. And then we'll play Kai's Wrath. And we're going to hold this island up for Chemist's Insight if we need it. We're going to pass. Teferi's going to untap 2. What do we want to untap here? Got a black source up. So Teferi's nearly at 8. We're nearly at that sweet spot where we can start removing all of his permanents. He doesn't have much left in hand. He's used his Carnage Tyrant. If we see a find finality, then we counter it immediately. But we don't. Yeah, Matt. There's a race on for subs as soon as I get affiliate, and I just need those last 8 follows. I think we keep this the way that we had it in the second round. I don't think there was anything that I really needed to deal with there, with Unmod Ego or anything like that. I think he only runs 1 or 2 Carnage Tyrants anyway, and Kai's Wrath deals with all that. So we'll see if we can get... It was still kind of a slow start though. If we get like a more explosive start, we might do better. We might just clean it up very, very quickly. Cheers for the follows, Matt. Appreciate it. That takes us to 7. This gives us access to Mortify. And then we just need 1 more blue source. Let's keep that. Watery Grave comes out first, tap so we don't take the life damage. Isolated Chapel out next. And then hopefully we draw into a blue source within the first 2 turns, and we can use Absorb then. Absorb and Chemist's Insight. Green, Llanowar Elves. The turn 1 spectacular. There's the other blue source. Vivian Reed off the top. How long will it take him to play that though? Hopefully not immediately. He's only got 2 lands out. He's got 3. He's not going to go for it this turn. He is going to go for it next turn. I bet he has another land. So we need to try and outplay this here. We play the Drowned Catacomb. That gives us our second source, our second blue source. So we need to decide whether we want to go for a Mortify or whether we want to hold counter up for Vivian. Now if we take the 4 damage in the next turn and counter Vivian, we go back up 3 from the Absorb, and we're only net down 1. And then we can start cleaning up creatures in the next turn. But he can't play Vivian without attacking, so if he attacks with Llanowar Elves, we know that he's not going to play Vivian. He does attack with Llanowar Elves. We play Mortify on this. Clean up the damage. He doesn't have the Llanowar Elves mana available to play Vivian Reed, which means we can hold Absorb up in the next turn. I'm going to play this island, so I don't have to take the 2 damage. If he attacks with Llanowar Elves again, another Mortify will probably come down. He gets baited into the Vivian Reed. We counter, it doesn't hit the field, we go up 3 life, and we can pay 2 for this. That leaves us 3 mana up for Mortify and 2 for Thought Erasure. So we can see what else he's got in there. He's got another Vivian Reed. Vivian Reed can hit the bin. Kaya's Wrath can stay on the top. We get another white source, we're good for that. But we need to keep it for Carnage Tyrant. So we're planning like several turns ahead now, making sure that we have like a counter for that Carnage Tyrant. Find only deals with creature cards in the graveyard. That's fine. That's always going to kick off because it's on cast. It's not on entry. So he's always going to heal at life, and he's always going to draw those cards. Throw a Mortify out. Send it to the bin. Make sure it's not hitting us. can't play Chemist's Insight and Mortify. So I think this is the Chemist's Insight turn. Put a stopper at the end of his turn just to make sure. Make sure that we make the right decision here. He's managed to build up his hand from this crisis. So he will take these two, and he will try to play another massive crisis essentially on the next turn. But we're ready for that. We're ready for that. We're going to use the Chemist's Insight to try and draw into another white source, and then Kaya's Wrath on the next turn once he plays it. We're playing off turn here, which is good for us. This is generally how Esper kind of thrives a bit, is we get to play this kind of off turn nastiness. There's another crisis. What else is he going to do for one another Llanowar Elves? No. Just going to go to combat. That's fine, I will take 1 damage. And then I'll throw out Chemist's Insight. We can actually get rid of one of these with Cast Down in this turn. So we will do so to make sure that we stagger the Kaya's Wrath onto the next turn. And then we go into ours. We go my turn, untap. I think we hold this island in hand so that we have something to use Chemist's Insight with. We've got plenty of removal. We just need to use it correctly. That's the difficult bit. So he's got 2 Hydroid Crisis here. I have no doubt he is just going to tap everything and just windmill one of these down onto the battlefield. Unless he has something else like a Vivian or something that he really wants to put out there. Nope. There we go. So this is going to resolve as expected. And we are going to pass, and we're going to do Chemist's Insight here. Sack the island, because this can't attack until next turn. I'm going to draw two more cards. There's another white source, finally. It's been a while since we've seen that. And then we are going to pass into his turn and hold up Mortify, essentially. He'll probably go for an attack first. If he doesn't attack with Llanowar Elves, we know... Yeah, so he's just going to attack with Krasis. We throw out Mortify. And then he'll do everything for Hydroid Krasis, and we'll throw out Kaya's Wrath on the next turn. Maybe. We might even just Vraska's Contempt it at the end of his turn. So he's got to do something here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Gains all our life, gains all those cards. We can exile this as we have the mana up. And gain 2 life ourselves. Keep ourselves boosted so this 1/1 isn't just killing us over time. Chippy says that room looks rather bare behind you, Dave. You need some posters or something. Me and Shireen have got a lot of plans for whenever we move in together. This is just a rented flat, so I've tended to just keep it just completely bare. This is kind of difficult. I'm going to throw out Cry of the Carnarium and exile that so that he has to stop using it, and I'm going to hold up my Absorb mana. Let this resolve. There's another Crisis. Another Llanowar Elves. Maybe I should have counted this Branch Walker. But I can protect a fairy now. I'd fall off the bed. So this can only do 4 damage. So we'll +1 and see what we get. It'll tap 2. Yeah, no, that's what I was fully expecting. Assassin's Trophy to come out there. And that's what I held the Absorb for.
Hold that thought.
Back up to 20 life. And then we've got Protection. Excellent. So we could only do like 1 damage to this Teferi now. He will almost certainly go for this, I think. So I'll throw this out and give him a nice easy choice. Ooh, he baited me into using some removal. Nice. Nicely done. Bit of a late duress. So we're just going to draw some more removal now, really. We've kind of run out of steam. No cards in hand. No real draw power. We've done well to get to this point. We've slowed him down quite a lot, but he has seen essentially 5 Crisis. Here we go. Here's the Landlord. This is where all the land starts coming out and we lose. But we've got back up to 20, so we can take a hit. Forgot Deckmaster again, yeah, sorry man. So I think we just have to use Teferi to protect ourselves here. This is not a great feeling, but we'll go for it. Put this back to the deck. Teferi will then take a hit so he can remove it. Go next. So you'll throw the Llanowar Elves into the Teferi because he's got enough land to power the next Crisis. He's got a lot of cards. A lot of cards. And we have not very much. So he knows that's a land now. Wasted duress, but it was the lack of information that was scaring him. Llanowar Elves goes into Teferi, 2 goes into my face, he knows I can't stop it. Plays a massive Crisis, I expect. Here we go. Tap all the land. Who is he? He's being quite specific about that. I wonder if he has like a disdainful stroke or something in hand. So that he can... Yeah, he's got to. He's done that on purpose. So he must have. He's drawn into his last Hydra. Bloody hell. I can throw this out now. He knows what this is. 9 on the next turn. So he's got... He's drawn into all of his Hydras and he's managed to pull some of them back. That's nightmarish, really. I'm not sure for this matchup if I should keep negating. So if we draw a board wipe now, we're good. We do not. But we can try. We can still try. But I think he has a disdainful stroke because he's kept these 2 blues up again. Well, he's kept a few up, but... There's nothing I can do here with this land. Wow, so he doubled disdainful stroke. Okay, GG. It really doesn't want to put me down into gold. I don't know what the threshold is for going down into gold, but this is like our 3rd loss at the bottom of plat now. Let's... I'm just wondering about my deck, whether I need that 4th Kaya's Wrath in there. That feels like a bit much. It's just against that deck. I think against that matchup, I think I need to take these negates out, because I don't think they really do too much. They're literally just in there to get rid of Vivian. And we already have Vraska's Contempt. I just don't think this is enough. I think if Vivian comes out, we either Vraska's Contempt or we just Teferi her back into the deck once we have a bit better control over the field and Teferi doesn't have as much much threatening him. Yeah, let's leave it how it is for now. Let's not change the formula too much. It's gotten us this far. According to Reddit, you cannot derank below plat 4. That's really good to know. I did not realise that. I thought you could go back down to gold. I thought it was just like silver and bronze you couldn't demote into. Is that the same for best of 1 as well as best of 3? Is there any information on like the differences, or do the... Because I know that like they obviously have promotion differences, so you win 1 game in best of 1, you only get 1 notch, whereas you get 2 or you lose 2 in best of 3. But I don't know whether the actual ladders work differently. I assume they don't. We have Thought Erasure, we have 2 good lands. Let's keep this. Right, he has played a green land and nothing first turn. Baka says this third did not specify what ladder they were talking about, so I assume there's no difference. Yeah, I think that's a sensible thing to assume as well. Get rid of History of Benalia. That's super duper strong. Negate might come in handy here. There's a bunch of like enchantments and stuff. Ooh, this could be nasty. I didn't realise that says when tapped. I thought it was when entered. Pass. So you play another land now. What else can he play? He'll probably play the knight, won't he? This is pretty sweet. I like this. I like this green-white archetype. Pretty nice. If we get a black here, we're good. We do not. Okay. So we're going to take another hit on this turn. 7 damage. And he's looking for a big convoke. We get a black land. We are good. Sort of good. Sort of not good. Actually. 7 damage. No, that's over. Let's go into the next one. We want to take probably hostage taker here, right? I said negate was going to come in handy, and it was just like he didn't even bother. He just slammed loads of creatures down. So let's play cast down. Let's play hostage taker, I think. Let's get Thief of Sanity out. Hostage taker in. And what else can we do? I think Basilica Bellhaunt comes in really handy here. That life gain, discard, blocker on the field. Yep, let's go. Let's go. Shrine, Catacomb, Swamp. Search for a counter to play. These cards are a bit hefty, but we get one more land off the top and we're good. Godless Shrine comes out first, then Drown Catacomb, then Search for a Sconter. Start filtering cards off the top. Legion's Landing. Oh, we do love Legion's Landing. I'm actually going to Thought Erasure here, try and disrupt his next turn. Damn. He's got no other land though. So I'll get rid of Soul of the Accord, because that was pretty deadly. there's the other land. And it was I picked the wrong land. He didn't have the green. We'll go Drown Catacomb. Oh, he has that. Okay, fine. So he needs to get one more creature out to trigger this. And he's got it. Board wipe? Not quite. So this is when you attack with 3 or more creatures. Even though this does 2 more damage, this is actually a bit more of a nightmare because it gets the +2/+0 when it's attacking, and you can keep it alive. So I'm actually going to get rid of this straight away and gain a bit of life. Indestructible does not help with exile. Also it stops that land from flipping. Sure, let's take that. Exile this, doesn't kick off the afterlife. I gain 2 life. Hits me for 1. Put this in the graveyard so that we can use it later. And draw 1. I think we want to probably hold for Chemist's Insight. I kind of want to get rid of that Benalia though. Ajani's there too. Oh, okay, right. Fine. Take it. Take it. He shouldn't have conceded there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything particularly bad about this. Let's go again. Let's go again. Maybe he just felt he didn't have, like, a good enough hand. Maybe it's just the land stick. Mulligan miss, not enough land. No, that's pretty bad as well. This is something. Keep the land on the top. Legion's Landing. There we go. I am absolutely fine with a 1-1 hitting me every turn. That doesn't bother me at all. It's whatever comes out next that I need to deal with. Oh, no, that's the wrong creature. Wait, why can't I target this? Oh, it's legendary. Damn. Okay, fine. Sure. Keep the land on top so that we can use Hostage Taker to get rid of this Amaria. So it will attack, it will give me one creature, or it'll give him the one creature, and I can get rid of one. Probably that Knight of Autumn needs to go, I think. So this is going to flip regardless. I haven't got enough stuff to deal with this. So I will throw to his next turn, get rid of the Knight of Autumn, nullify as much damage as humanly possible. That transforms. Resolve all. Get rid of this. This is his perfect start. This is like his ideal start, is when he just goes turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Oh. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah. There's not much I can do here. We go Hostage Taker, we take this Knight of Autumn. We can block one thing, which is Amara, Soul of the Accord. He has a combat trick. Absolutely has a combat trick. He did not have a combat trick. I'm very surprised at that. If we... Oh, we haven't even got the black sauce. We haven't even got the black sauce. Sure. Gain the 4 life. No attacks. Hold 2 blockers up. Oh my goodness. Throw this in front of this. Throw this in front of a 1-1. They all have lifelink, it doesn't matter which one. Board wipe. Board wipe, please. Please, board wipe. That's fine, I can still afford the board wipe with that. Oh my goodness. Okay. We lose, I think. Yeah, there's just no way I could get around that. So I think we're on a 5 or 6 loss streak now. Need to really try and get a few wins on the board. This is not looking good for anyone who's viewing. Bucker says, we've gone for a minute. Did you win or lose? I lost, mate. We're on a bit of a losing streak at the moment, so I've just got to try and pick it up and put a few W's together. Right, let's keep this. Got some cards that we can play. We've got some lands that we can play. He's playing Reclamation, right? What? So you can pay 3, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on a creature you control. Put that many growth counters on Simic Ascendancy. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Simic Ascendancy has 20 or more growth counters on it, you win the game. Oh, okay. Baka says, well, it is plat now. Obviously, they're better than the gold plebs. Yeah, sure, but I should be beating plat people, really. We will keep this on top of the library. We need more sources of mana. And seeing as nothing is really happening here, I'm going to go ahead and do Thief of Sanity. Put it down, see if we can start ripping some stuff out of his deck. That can hit the graveyard, we don't need an island. Pick something else up, Hallowed Fountain. Keep that up. Hits him for 2. What do we see? Sure. That's just a 3/3, so we'll take that. 3/3 with flash. He doesn't seem to have done much. I wonder if he's waiting for cards like this and the Swift Warden, like, he wants those out early, I guess. We'll play a Swift Warden. Might as well get a 3/3 creature out. Ah, that's what he's waiting for. Okay. Sure. I'll take a negate. Glacial Fortress comes out. What do we get here? Zagana? Take Zagana, shall we? Now, this is actually the end of my turn, but I'm going to throw out a cast down and get rid of this. So that he, just in case he has another Frilled Mystic and I can't counter it for whatever reason. Or he just, rather, he decides to counter my card rather than, you know, me countering anything. Okay, so that just searches for a merfolk. Neat. Draws a card. Good stuff. So I think we use this Mortify here on the Forerunner. Get rid of it. It does a bunch of stuff, so I don't really want him doing that stuff. Teferi, he has no mana up. Can play the island, we can throw Teferi out, we can +1, we can protect with a negate and Thief of Sanity. I think that's fine. Put him out. +1.
We need to move quickly.
No attacks. And untap 2 Hallowed Fountains. We've got Absorb mana up as well, that's great. So you'll have some kind of combat trick here, I think. Yep. There we go. Oh, is he going to do it again? Yep, sure. Keeps his adept. We can throw this to the graveyard, we don't really need it. I think we use -3 on Teferi. Then we, well, we will Thought Erasure first, then -3 on Teferi, and then we can protect him with Absorb and Negate. I think Krasis hits the bin and we can hold the negate up for Vivian. Mortify will keep on the top. -3 Teferi. Put Silvergill Adept back into his deck. And we hold Negate and Absorb up. We got good board position at the moment. We are well in control. That is fine. Because he's still got 5 mana up ready for Vivian, and I don't want that coming down. So I'll let him have this. I'd be very surprised if he didn't go for this now. Interesting. Maybe he's kind of guessing that I have it and doesn't want to try and outplay himself. See what Teferi gives us. Got the Shrine. 32 life so we can use that. There's the Frilled Mystic. Then we can play Absorb to counter the Frilled Mystic. Gain 3 life, destroy the Mistbinder, and then the +2 off Teferi lets us hold up Negate mana. Sorry, the +1 off Teferi. This has to be Vivian Reed now. I can't really see any other. He doesn't know what I've got in hand. What else has he got? Jadelight Ranger, okay, sure. We've got 4 mana up, there's the Silvergill Adept. Yep, leaves it on the top. Puts counters on this. That's a neat little trick, I like that. cast down would be nice here, just something cheap to play. Land will do. More land. I'm going to get rid of this now, just in case he comes across another frilled Mystic. Sure. +1 off to Fairy lets me put up 2 more lands, which puts me back into absorb range, so I'm going to play this. Right, we're in absorb range. We also have negate up, which is good. Or pay 3. Doesn't have enough left up, so we're going to absorb. In the safety that we know he's not going to play Vivian Reed. Sweet. Right, now we're getting there. Top 3, we'll take Chemist's Insight, I think. We can draw stuff. Hits him for 4. And then we'll plus... put 2 lands up, and then we can adept for at the end of his turn or something. Can we adept? Yeah, we can. Maybe should have adapted 4 in the combo phase. We had enough. That's one of those efficiency plays that I really need to pick up on. Oh, I can't adapt because the green doesn't... it isn't any mana like the way I played the card. So I couldn't have adapted anyway. Ah, shame. Okay, let's see what have we got here. What do we want to deal with? We want nice cheap removal, like cast down. Thief of Sanity was just like... we got it out and it kind of worked, but all it did was dump pieces to the bin. It didn't really do anything else. So I'm going to take it out. And I'm going to put out... cast down. And I think... Basilica Bellhaunt here. Gain the life, discard cards. Try and absorb some damage. Cry the Carnarium, so should just work just fine. We know he has Vivian, so we just need to make sure that we hold negate up for that kind of thing. Yeah. We've got to assume that he's going to be faster than that out of the gate, more aggressive. Looks like we've got a few new followers. Oreo and Camaritus. That was butchered pronunciation, I do apologise. But thank you for following, guys. Appreciate it. We're up to 44 now, so we're not far off affiliate. I feel like as long as that enchantment doesn't really get going and we can kind of control our spell output like we did in the last game, we will easily be able to succeed in this. Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, some good cards in here, but Isolated Chapel on a turn isn't going to get it done. This is better. Slightly better. We can keep that because of the land, though. We're actually going to keep the Godless Shrine on top for the Kaya's Wrath. So we have black, black, white, white. And the Kaya's Wrath will let us just clean up anything we want on the 4th turn. Anything that's come out that's been, maybe he's been a little bit more explosive about it or whatever. There's a Basilica Bellhaunt as well, which does the trick nicely. Throw the Godless Shrine down. If anything comes out, it gets cast down. I think he's going to hold up for Frilled Mystic. That seems to be his tactic. Is hold up for Frilled Mystic, try and get something down early. If you can't, just wait for the gaps. So this is Vine Shaper Mystic. When Vine Shaper Mystic enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target merfolk you control. So he just puts it on himself, right? Sure. Let's cast this down. Drowned Catacomb then allows us to weave in a Kaya and get this down without need for worrying about counter spells. We can get rid of this. Gained our life back. It's easy. So what else has he got going on now? What else has he got going on? I'm going to throw this out straight away because I am still scared of Frilled Mystic. I don't really want that to start countering my spells.
I hope you said your goodbyes.
+1 Kaya. We're not going to exile anything, but he does have 2 things in exile now. He's going to go for it. Now, Frilled Mystic is 4, right? It's 4 mana. I think. There's a second blue source, which is good. Yeah. So this forces him, this gives us a little blocker, forces him to discard something. Oh, we discarded a Frilled Mystic as well, which probably means he has another one, right? Exile that. So does he have removal for this? He has a Carnage Tyrant. How nice. Fortunately, we have a Kaya's Wrath for this. Good job we kept that. So we gain 1 life killing our own creature. Good to throw these to the exile. Make sure he doesn't get those back. Up to 30, which is nice. We are playing on turn again though. Baka says, Kaya's -1 seems utterly useless to me. Am I missing something here? You're not missing something. It is a weak ability, but it is a very cheap ability as well. It is useful against things like Llanowar Elves, which see a lot of play in Sultai early on. You can go like turn 3, drop it, -1, get rid of the Llanowar Elves. Kind of slows them down a little bit. And it deals with tokens as well, because tokens are 0 converted mana cost. So it's essentially like an instant kill on a token. No matter, it doesn't matter whether it's a 1/1 token or a 20/20 token. You just go -1, kill it, go. But it is mainly here for its +1 and -5. Yeah, tokens is the one that it's one of those. It's not a niche rule, but it's one of those ones that tends to not come up in general play a lot. I have done it on stream before though. End the turn, keep the mana up. Vraska's Contempt's there. Okay, we'll take it, Chemist's Insight. And search. +1.
Want something banished?
Hold the mana up.
That's what I do.
We have a nice little board state here for us. We can potentially win with Kaya. Just controlling that +1 and -5. Keep putting her up and... Oh, okay. Flash and battlefield target method you control against hexproof until end of turn. Okay. Sweet. So is he just gonna play that now, I guess? Maybe he just wants to hold it up. Should be fine. And we will play Chemist's Insight. Nice. Okay, Drankat can come out. We've got another blue source. That is good. I think we play this. Get rid of the Silvergill Adept. Mystic. Mystic it is. Absolutely fine by me. Counter that. Cry goes into exile. +1 Kaya. Get rid of the Mystic. Gain 2 life because it's a creature. So that goes up to 7 now. We're up to 40 life. Mana's down, but that's no problem. It reveals the same one to me, which makes sense. Now he's got the mana up to play this, so he can give this hexproof. But we can play Absorb. Kaya up to 5. What we'll do is we'll hold Vraska's Contempt mana up, try and kill Adept on the next turn. We'll see what he does first, and if he flashes this in, we'll just counter it with Absorb. Because it has to enter the battlefield, it's not on cast, so as long as we counter it, we're fine. He might have something at instant speed there. Actually sure whether I want to do this or not. Yeah, let's do it. This might be a bit of a mistake. But we'll see. He didn't have another Mystic up? Okay. The play worked. The play worked. So, fine by me. Another silver girl. That's the third now. Yep, that's his third. It's a pretty sweet card.
Funny, that's what I do.
Throw this out here. Get rid of the Hallowed Fountain. Draw some cards, see what we get. Thought Erasure probably comes out now, I think. See what he's got. Seafloor Oracle. Can't hit the bin, because otherwise that's another engine for him to get going. So he's gonna hit Kaya here. He's just gonna try and take it down to 4 and make sure that she doesn't use her ultimate again. That's fine by
I'm not
me.
dead yet. Try harder.
Get rid of these two.
Sorry, was that weird to you?
Hold the Godless Shrine up, bit of a bluff. Still got 5 land left up, so it could be anything. We've not seen a single Teferi yet, which is a bit weird. Wow, what is that? Reach, Trample, 9/9. +1/+1 for each land you control and each land in your graveyard. Return 2 lands you control to their owner's hand. Okay. Yeah. He's a big boy. Wow. Guess I use the ult while I can.
Sometimes things come back to haunt you.
Take him to 11. To 4, sorry. Remove 11 from his life. So we have a negate up for anything like Vivian. Oh my goodness, this is gonna deal some damage. This legendary as well? It is. This is gonna do... It's a good job I gained all that life. If I don't draw anything soon, I am dead. Okay. Sure. Let's play this game. So he hits me for another 11. Oh my god, this is painful. All that work and it just like... It's just going down the drain. He hasn't got a win yet though, so... We still got to win. What on earth is this? Oh, okay. Spellbinder. Sure. So we're gonna get a flip here. Harpooner can go to the bin, that can go to the bin. Teferi comes out and then just like dies immediately. So he comes out, we're gonna -3 on this horrendous thing, whatever this is. It's gigantic.
This isn't a fight. You need to slow
But I
down.
need to get him off the field. I bet this is like a Vivian or something that I could have negated now. It is as well. Something I could have
We will
negated.
meet again.
Since well, tough luck said that you're gonna lose. Now we still have 3 Teferis left. Oh, the Mistbinder back. So he can't attack me. No, he's going to drop this gigantic thing next turn. But it's got summoning sickness, so... Let's... +1. We have Teferi out. Mythos says, hey man, how's it going? Are you alright? So we drew a land, but we get our untap. So bang, bang, bang. Take another Teferi. Pass into next turn. I'm trying to think of what removal I actually have left. I don't think it's much. So he's going to attack Teferi now, right? Oh, he's just going to go straight for me. Okay, fine. That kind of makes sense, right? Take a Kai's Wrath. Kai's Wrath gets rid on the next turn. You can also Thought Erasure to try and get rid of it. Mistbinder comes out, but he knows I'm going to Kai's Wrath, so...
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Cast down helps us on the next turn. Clear them all off. Whew. Okay, we're back. We got there. Thought Erasure to get rid of this other gigantic thing. Oh, wait, no, that's in the graveyard. Ah, okay, he doesn't have that in hand. Silly Dave. Silly Dave. That was a waste of a spell. Yeah, this is just so he can use this ability where he returns 2 lands to his owner's hand. Oh, right, okay, so he returns 2 lands from his owner's hand, then he returns it from his graveyard to his hand. Fine. Sure. So we need another answer for that, right? Got negate anyway, easy way. Yeah, he's playing tons of creatures though, isn't he? Tons of creatures. Mortify will do the trick. Doesn't matter about the legendary. So he does his ability, resolves, goes back to his hand, then he will play it on his turn, and then we have another turn to kill it. He's got his Mistbinder. And we have a cast down for the other thing as well. We see what we get here. Oh, the absorb came out. Okay. Sure. Looks like Groot, this thing. Just gonna play his Merfolk now. Yeah, there's his Merfolk. Then he'll get a 1-1 off this, but that's not really what I'm fussed about, to be honest. Pass, pass. End of turn. Get rid of Mistbinder. Glacial Fortress comes out. We will +1.
No time for a break.
And we shall dig. We'll take a cast down just in case he plays something else. We can't kill this because it's hexproof, which is a bit annoying, but no worries. I don't think we've got any exile stuff left to exile this. This is a nightmare though. What is this? Madness. So he's going to throw this at Teferi. Yeah. And then what's he got? Has he got a Frilled Mystic or something? He's seen a lot of them. He's got a negate. Well, negate is negate. The classic blue tactic. Come on, Ascanta, give us something. Another Teferi. We've got all of our Teferis out the deck now. Mofo says, after watching your last couple of streams, I was looking at building Esper Control and NTGA, but I don't even have a single copy of 90% of the cards. It is not an easy deck to build, mate. It has a lot of rare lands in it. It's got some of the most expensive, well, that doesn't matter the cost of them, but these are some of the most expensive mythics in the paper game. Yeah, it's kind of hard.
We need to move quickly.
But, you know, just start with an easy to build deck, like Red Deck Wins or something. Play best of one, and build up your collection from there. If you're looking to play free to play, there's other ways that you can build decks and stuff, rather than just sinking tons of money in like I have. Don't tell anyone that. Okay, so Kaya's Wrath can come out. We can keep that in hand, ready for his resurrection. Kinda. Memphis says, yeah, not a pay-to-win fan. Well, you're in luck because Magic has quite good accessibility. I'd say it's on par with League of Legends. You know, it's very easy to build up gold and buy packs and stuff like that. So what I want here is I want to get Cry of the Carnarium and Kaya's Wrath out so that he has to play this. I think I'm going to deck myself out here. I kind of wanted Cry of the Carnarium to come back out there. So that what I can do is I can play Cry, and then I can play Kaya's Wrath, kill everything. Get rid of this. And it also exiles everything as well. Because of Cry's effect. Yes. Kind of don't want to draw cards with Insight. Got 10 cards left. Now that this is on 3, I might -3 Mulfani. Let's dig one more time. There it is. Right, okay. So, I need to look at his hand and see what the other card is in there. Make sure he's got no counter spells. He does not, it's just all land. I should have known that. He put them back to his hand, but... Oh, that... Actually, no, because I would have seen it. That must be a different land. I'm going to keep that on the top because I don't want to deck myself out. And then I'm going to... Cry of the Carnarium. Putting the exile effect on. And then... Kaya's Wrath. Killing that, making sure that he can't bring it back. And I'm going to play another Teferi.
Let's slow this down. Keep up the pace.
Mainly because he's got the extra counter on him, that's why. Okay, sure. Yeah. I actually want to get rid of this one because it creates those horrific hexproof creatures. Teferi +1s. We've got 5 left in deck. So we need to +2, then -8. And then we can drop the other Teferi and start drawing cards.
Hurry.
There's the other negate. Merfolk says, I like playing Merfolk. It's just the one you get for completing the mastery tree, but it's still fun in my opinion. I haven't even gone down the mastery tree, you know, man. I don't even know what's in there. Merfolk is really good though. You're seeing a lot of Merfolk synergy in this as well. Tell you what is good out of the pre-built decks. The Vampire deck was really good. Very impressed. Yeah, the white-black one. Yeah, that's the one. Ajani's Primate, yeah, and it just has a lot of, like, tribal synergy. sort.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Get Basilica out. We can still draw into one. So we draw for the next turn. There's his land. Pass, pass. My turn. We draw our last card. We play it, we might as well. Then we'll -8 to Fairy. That gives us our
You are
token.
removed from time itself.
And then we'll play to Fairy again.
I know my responsibility.
Yeah, by all means.
Not so fast.
He can't, he's only got 4 life left, he can't leave himself open, so we draw, we punch. I don't think he needs to get 20 counters on that thing. Get rid of this. There's 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Yeah, you're gonna get up to like 9, any most. So you're gonna get up to that. To Fairy, -3 himself,
Right on
loop him back
schedule.
into the deck.
You need to take a time out.
Hits him for 3. Hey Ross, how's it going? Ross has just turned up to my raid. Good game, my dude. Oh wow, he drew another land. Christ, he got nothing there. Ross says after being at a family barbecue after this week. How are the burgers, man? That's how I always judge family barbecues. Hey! Hey, Backer will be happy.
Backer wants me to jump on the bed.
Not today. Break the bed. It's old. Look, Backer, I have Dr. Pepper. Cherry vanilla, American style, with all the fructose crap in it. It's good. Ross says, also, happy birthday, big man. Thank you very much, man. I'm 29, it's the last year of my 20s. And we picked up a few new followers today, who I hope are watching now and enjoying the stream. Hopefully we can make it to affiliate soon. As I know I've got a lot of dedicated viewers that want to throw their Amazon Prime subs my way. I want me to keep building on the channel. Did she pour Kraken into it? She didn't, but we did have some yesterday. And it's very nice. I think Waskell's is onto a drink there, you know. That should be served in bars. Dr. Pepper and Kraken. It's like an alternative to JD and Coke. On Sailor J's and Cherry Pepsi. There we go. We can just start a bar that's just alternative, you know, JD and Cokes. A DP kind of guy. Yeah. Let's do another one. Got our first win of the day. And we went down to our very last card. And we didn't lose. That's good. That's really good. Why are you upset, Ross? What are you upset about, man? We'll play first. We'll take... that's a bit janky. Mulligan this. It's still a bit janky, but with less lands, so yeah, I'll keep it. It's going to be one of those days, I think. Ooh, keep the Godless Shrine on the top. Nice. Sailor Jerry's changed label 2 years after I had it tattooed to me. Oh god. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. Okay, Drakes or Grixis? I'm going to say Drakes. I'm going to guess at Drakes. It could be either. I reckon... No. It's got to be Grixis with the black coming out this early. Yeah, this is Grixis, yeah. Oh man, he's got lands for days. Try and get this out there. See what he wants to do. Go on, give me a nice counter spell. He didn't either. Okay. Shot. I'm not going to fall for his trap. He's got something. He's got something. Sure. Let's get the Hallowed Fountain out there. Let's get the Thief of Sanity down. Let's see what he's got. Sure. See if we can like counter it a little bit. If we can keep Thief of Sanity out, this will be quite beneficial to us. I suspect he's got more removal, but I want to make him use the removal. -2/-2 for free with 2 free life is just not acceptable. There's Nicol Bolas. Everyone discards a card. So for me, I think it's probably going to be the cast down because that doesn't work against Bolus. He has no mana up. Which means I can just go for... Do I want to go for Teferi or do I want to go for a Mortify? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Can we do this? We go for the Mortify and we can hold up the Absorb mana. And also this question, when you suspect they have an answer for something you want to do, is it best to just do it, wait, or try to bait? That is purely a guess of kind of, it's purely like instinctual really. You have to know what's in the meta, you have to know what's in their deck. And you have to try and predict what they're going to do. So, like, I hate Grixis because I have no idea what's in the deck. All I know is they have Bolus. And that's it. That's all I know. They have a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so we try and get Bolus next, right? No, we don't. No, I think we keep Bolus exiled. Teferi can come out though, he's got no mana up. Yeah, definitely depends on your deck, but what you need to look out for is what they're doing with their mana. So this guy was holding stuff up quite a lot at the start of the game, so I knew he was going to have like some shenanigans going on. But what I do is I wait for him to do something, and I try to like bait him into doing stuff first. Even though that might not necessarily always work.
We need to move quickly.
But if he makes a play first, I can then weave my cards in between his plays. I've just got a Mortify up here, this is pretty good. So we've gotten rid of a Bolus here, and we've got rid of a Bolus here. Okay, so we have to discard a card. So I think what we do is we resolve. I think I'm going to go for this. I'm going to try and get something else that I don't want to discard. He might have a negate or something here. So yeah, I'm waiting for his mana to go down. There's a Sinister Sabotage, so I know he's playing, I know he's got lots of counter spells, he's playing all these. And I'm getting them out of his hand. So he surveils, he brings that back to hand. I'm going to keep that Plains in hand because he's going to play this again and he's going to try and ruin my hand some more. Ideally we want to try and get Teferi to an 8 or a 9. I think it really depends, Memphos, on what kind of deck you're playing as well. So if you're playing aggro, you have to look out for the things that are really going to demolish your deck. But a lot of things in aggro can just be kind of like ignored a little bit. We're going to throw this down. He's got a counterspell. I know he's got a counterspell because he's gonna burn it on this again. And what he's doing is he's trying to stop me drawing into like more cards. He wants me to like lose this engine, I think. Oh no, there we go. Okay, fine. Do I go for Teferi here? Sorry, do I go for Drowned Catacomb here? I don't think I do. I think I go for Cast Down. Does it even matter? I'll go for Drowned Catacomb. Get rid of that. Just read Bolus's abilities. It's mental. Yeah, he's mad. It's like the only creature they run, and it's just absolutely ballistic. But Teferi's pretty mad as well, you know. His -8 is disgusting. The reason why I'm not playing this Bolus is because I cannot exile him. And if he stays in exile like this, that's beneficial to me because it means he can't get him back if he has a card to get him back. So the question is, does he have anything to remove Teferi with? Target non-land permanent to control his hand. Okay, so he's just gonna throw Teferi back. So that's what he had. We'll remove that. It's a good job we didn't get rid of Cast Down. Forgot what else he had, but this Dream Eater's pretty nasty. So he looks at the top 4 of his cards. He decides if he wants to put any into the graveyard, puts the rest back to the top, and then he returns Teferi to my hand, which is why I hate playing against this deck so much. He has multiple things to get rid of Teferi. I just cannot get rid of Bolus. Oh, did he not, like, pick something? Oh, okay. Sure, I can discard a Hallowed Fountain. I thought he would have put this back. Or am I mistaken? We'll negate Vraska's Contempt.
Let's skip to the good.
And he concedes. So he has the Dream Eater, he has Vraska's Contempt, he has Bolus, which is just really easy to get out. So that was the first game. We need to figure out a way to get around Bolus. We know Cast Down isn't particularly great against it. We know Cry of the Carnarium doesn't work against this deck too much. And Kaya's Wrath, it doesn't really do anything, to be honest. Thief of Sanity is great against this deck. Mortify will come in handy at some point, no doubt. What we need is Unmoored Ego, so that we can... Unmoored Ego lets us search for Bolus. If we get this in on like turn 3, we just go throw it out there, search for Bolus, rip them all out of his deck and dump them in exile. We want Eldest Reborn, so that we can force him to sacrifice Planeswalkers. We probably want 3 Duress in there, so that we can rip spells out of his hand. And I think we want... Lyra gives us an alternate win condition. But I think... Do we need those 3 negates in there? Or 4 absorbs, rather? Remove a Teferi, put an absorb in. We have all the counterspell, all the removal. Just pull stuff out of his deck. We've got 3 Teferis and a Lyra, plus the 3 Thief of Sanities. All of these are win conditions. Kaya can win too. Done. Let's go in. This is a tough match. This guy knows what he's doing, and he's got a good deck to back it up. So he'll get to go first this time. Double search for his counter, but we have an absorb. Keep it. I'm gonna keep it. We have a round in hand anyway, so. Duress comes out. Teferi to the bin, maybe? Or maybe I'll go for absorb. So he's done the same as us. He gets rid of a search for his counter, fair enough. we can put one down. He knows how powerful these are, which is why I took this hand. Oh, he's had a janky opening hand, but this is why he's kept this opening hand, is because he's had Thought Erasure and Duress in the opening go. So he gets to essentially pick what I have in my hand. We get to have a go ourselves by the looks of it. Triple Vraska's Contempt. Okay, let's get rid of Disinformation Campaign because he can actually play that next turn, and we have a Duress on top. We'll play Watery Grave out tapped. He just gets another one anyway. Okay, fair enough. Put a land to the bin. Get rid of this first so he doesn't just surveil and pull it back straight back to his hand. So he's got these... This is insanity. Like, this is just mad. I don't know how I'm going to get around this. I know I can get a Duress in there and... You know, that's good. I haven't even got 5 lands for Teferi yet. Sure. What have we got on top? I want to keep that in hand just in case. What's he got? Just these 3. Okay, one to the bin. Get rid of one. Maybe we get another land. This Vraska's Contempt is quite easy to play. Just gonna bide our time a little bit now. Don't have much choice, but let's see what we get. Good bolus. Okay, we get a land. We're good to go. I think Teferi hits the bin here. Yes. Transform. I just realised what I should have done is put something to the bin before, so Azcanta would have turned. Although it doesn't matter because we can't get Teferi out anyway. This is going to be tough getting through this. Oh, nice. So that's what Field of Ruin is for. Okay, sweet. So I get to have my planes, which I want. I am going to pass. Now, this is another one of those situations, Memphos. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because I don't want him to know what I've got in my hand, right? I want him to try and guess and use the stuff that he has on lesser things like Thief of Sanity. I was fully expecting a Sinister Sabotage or some sort of counterspell to come out then. If that had hit Teferi, though, it's way more beneficial to him than me. He has another counterspell. He has another counterspell here. That's that invisible thing. I bet you this is another Sinister Sabotage. Wow, look at that. That's madness. He's gotten essentially the cards that he needs to hold off my hand plays and enough to counter removal at the same time. And I think he knows it. He knows it. He knows that he's done good here. We still have a game in hand, though. Teferi has to come out now. Seems like he got a god draw. Yeah, he did. Put this back to his deck. Basilisk Contempt comes out as expected. Ability still goes off. This hits his deck. What has he got here that he's pulled out, I wonder? Can't protect Lyra yet. So we need to wait for another land. There's our other land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Oh my god, he just has enough for both of these. He has enough for both. That's what he pulled out of my deck, was a Mortify. Negates the negate. Yeah, he's had an absolute... I agree with you, Memphis. I think he's had a bit of a god draw here. He goes for the Thief of Sanity. But he's used a lot of stuff now. Oh, he's going to draw 2 cards anyway now. Not yet. He's got to pay 5 for it. So if we draw... I don't know what I can draw. I think I've run out of stuff. Because I took all of my removal out. I didn't think he'd put Thief of Sanity in. If we draw into something like another Thought Erasure or a Duress, we're good. So what does he put to the bin? Chemist's Insight, yeah, sure. Gets my Thief of Sanity. So we need to be careful of this. This is what we need to be careful of in the next game. Is that we don't necessarily want to take the cast downs out. The cast downs are absolutely fine for this kind of situation.
No time for a break.
Unfortunately, just haven't got anything. So these Thief of Sanities will probably try and take Teferi down now, I think. I think this is a lost cause. I might concede this one, purely because I know I don't really have anything.
No more
Hits for 4, but he doesn't get any more cards out of my deck. Nickel Bolus comes down. What does Teferi draw? Play this. He would just sacrifice one of his Thief of Sanities, but it means he has to time this kill, right? Because he doesn't want to kill Teferi now, because I'll just pull it straight back when I get a chance. Ooh, nice land. I'd find it very odd if he killed it now. I think he should just hit me for 6. If I was him, I'd hit me for 6. Makes no sense that he puts... Makes no sense that he puts Nicol Bolas that way. Although I guess it does, yeah, he wants the Thief of Sanity, right? He wants that to hit so he can drag some cards out of my deck and then use them against me. Kaya to the bin. Bet that's a counterspell. I haven't seen a counterspell in a little while. Seen plenty of lands though. And try and get him to use that Thought Erasure again. I kind of need removal for Nicol Bolas. Absolute god draws from him then. Yeah, I'm going to concede this. So we go into the third round. How do we beat him? We took out too much removal that time. Way too much removal. Negate is still very useful. Duress is still very useful. Let's take one Absorb out. And let's put in... let's put in a Kaya's Wrath. Because these are still incredibly useful for just clearing the board up. Get rid of things. One Duress out, put another one in. Memphis says, do you have to add / remove the same number of cards? I believe with the new rules you can actually go above 60. Yeah, there you go. So you can go above 60. But the point is you don't want to. You want to try and stick to that minimum cap of 60. That lets your deck stay concise, to the point, lets you draw the cards you're looking for, rather than trying to overextend with an enormous deck. Let's take this for a spin. It used to be that you had to exchange the same number of cards from your deck. But you have to do it like 1 for 1, but I don't think that's the case. I think that's been the case for a very long time now. What a start. Let's keep that. Would have only been better with a Duress. Noodle says, what are you drinking, lad? This is Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla. It is the American one, with all the bad sugary goodness in it. Drank Katakum out. Thought Erasure. See what we get. Let's get rid of Vraska's Contempt. Isolated Chapel on top. So what he's going to do, this is going to be an interesting play, is he is going to play Disinformation Campaign next. So I'm not going to immediately Thought Erasure. I'm going to hold mana up for Negate in the hopes that he plays one on his next turn, taps out, then I can play Thought Erasure and remove the other one from his hand. That's the goal anyway. We should totally... Lovely taste of poison. Memphis says, yeah, it was the same in Yu-Gi-Oh, to be fair. Always wanted to stick to that 40 card minimum. Could push to 41 if you had good draw power. So we have the mana available here. Go for this. And we'll see what he's got. Oh, he's got 2 Disinformation Campaigns in there. Oh no, we knew that. We knew that. We just wanted to get one out of his hand. He's got something else in hand that he doesn't want us to see. What else has he got? It's a thought erasure, get rid of that. Thought erasure, way too powerful. We've just used 2 and obliterated his hand, so it's going to go disinformation campaign. We will drop... Oh no, okay, he's not.
If you show remorse, I'll
Throw that back to his deck with Teferi. 2008 straight ripping. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of Thief of Sanity here. I want that Kaya's Wrath for when his Thief of Sanity comes back.
hurry.
Give me a card. Sure. Lyra comes out. I'm holding the Watery Grave in hand because he's going to play another disinformation campaign, so I want to discard that. You can play both of these now. Yep, sure. Watery Grave hits the bin. Kaya's Wrath is insurance for this Thief of Sanity. We do not need insurance, that is good. Good stuff.
We need to move quickly.
Amazing. That's really good for us. All attacks. Gain 5 life. And we've got a 4 mana backup for Braska's Contempt if he plays anything. Sure, he plays a 3rd disinformation campaign. Kaya's Wrath will go to the bin. Braska's Contempt is more powerful. Sure. Okay.
No time for a break.
Windy Massive, thanks for the host, man. Hey, we got another win! We've strung 2 wins together back to back. Whew. ICR, Lightning Strike, decent card. Memphis says, I have a couple more questions. Sorry for being a noob. Do not worry about asking questions. I encourage people to ask as many questions as humanly possible. He says, how do the paper copies of cards that transform work? They have a different backing. So they have a non-standard backing. Every card in Magic has this standard backing that has never changed before. But with transform cards, they actually remove that and put like a different card on the other side. So there are rules in tournament play where you can't have like slightly opaque sleeves. You know, you need to have like completely solid coloured sleeves. And you can also, I remember in Innistrad they had these little check cards. So what you would do is you were allowed to play these check cards instead. So when you came across one, you could play it for its converted mana cost, and then you would take the card out and you would replace it with that card that you were playing outside of your deck, and then you could use that on the battlefield. You then said, how does standard work? Not sure. You might need to be a little bit more specific with that question. You're talking about the standard format and how it works with transformed cards, because that is, yeah, again that's sort of covered by what I said. And when does it change? Well, that depends on the card. Really depends on the card. Every card has like a mechanic that will. It doesn't necessarily. You don't necessarily always have to pay mana. It could be like a passive trigger. It could be waiting for a battle state. A battlefield state or something else. And once that happens, I believe it immediately flips. I believe it does. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look in this pack, and then I'll look it up. A blood crypt. Nice. Just didn't know if it was still one card or two because of the backs. So it's technically one card. Now, it used to be the case that reverse card was a 0 converted mana cost card, but I believe they changed the rulings on that so that it matches the converted mana cost of the front facing card. I think they changed that. That was kind of while I was in a bit of a downtime period with Magic. But like if Kaya was around way back in Innistrad, her -1 to kill something with 1 or less converted mana cost, you could have something flip and then you could use Kaya to ping it or just exile it immediately. It's like free removal. Memphis says, sorry, just when does standard change? What changes? So you're talking about the standard format rotation. So you want to look at around Q4, I think it is. I think it's Q4 this year it changes. So there's a good site you can follow called whatsinstandard.com, which I will get for you now. So whatsinstandard.com tells you, it gives you like a really neat little rundown of what's in play, when it's exiting, what its set name and icon is, so you can easily like identify cards in your collection and decide whether you want to play them. Yeah, no worries, man, no worries. So you can see here that anything in Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance, and of course the upcoming sets, War of the Spark Core 2020, will be available till Q4 2020. So if you want to put money into the game and you're kind of like happy with that, all I would do personally, unless you're willing to lose that money by Q4 2019, is put money into the new set, War of the Spark, Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance, and then you can start to build up a collection from there. Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance contain a lot of shock lands. The rare lands that you see do 2 damage to me, or I can put them in tapped, and that they are extremely useful for sets going forward. Every deck is going to use those, as long as we have shock and check lands in. Any multicolored lands at all, we'll be playing multicolored decks, so those are always good to invest in. Now I know you said you didn't want to pay to win, earlier on you weren't interested in that model, but you can still use free-to-play methods to target these cards. When you get 1,000 gold in Magic Arena, you can choose the pack that you want to open. You don't have to get some kind of random pack, and your quests will open the latest pack. So they're kind of setting you up for this collection that's going to last a long time. Okay, should we go into another game? So you can see up here, now that I'm in a position where I'm playing a deck that I want to play, I'm actually building up my gold here, Memphis. I've got 17,275 at the moment, and this is all going to go on the new set. which is this one here. You get this like preview card, you get a little back, and you get like 50 packs if you're going to pre-order it. That will all go on that eventually, so I can just start to build up my collection, like, you know, based on the new stuff that's coming out. And what I'm going to try and do is try and stay on top of it. Every time a new set comes out, build that gold up and buy the cards, buy a bunch of packs and try and fill out the collection of the new set. War of the Spark especially looks like it's going to be an extremely powerful set, so it's very, very wise to invest gold into this set now, I would say anyway. I think it's a good punt anyway. So let's go into another game. Play first, not a chance. Let's mulligan. Much better. All 3 colours. Got a shock land. Check lands will then come out untapped. That's great. Keep this. Let's keep Thief of Sanity on the top, you know. Let's see what he can do. Ooh. Ooh. Black aggro. Okay, okay. Sure. What have you got? Pitiless Pontiff, Hunted Witness, another Gutter Bones. Pontiff goes, I think. Sure, we'll take another Thief of Sanity, I guess. I don't really want to start dumping this stuff to the bin, really. I think maybe I need to be slightly more aggressive with my choices off the top of the deck now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, this is madness. Look at this aggression. He's out there with a 3-hunted witness. No, I'll take 4. I'm not really fussed about taking 4. Lots of land. Let's play another. Double Thief of Sanity. The aggro is real. That Seraph of the Scales is real. I'm gonna take 4 damage. I'm happy with that. We're gonna die on the next turn anyway, so we'll see what we get. Play this. And then we'll play the Orzhov Enforcer, which has got Death Touch, which is mighty nice. So we're going to take 4 in the air. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a mad aggressive start. Backer said, "Did you lose that butt clencher? I got pressured into playing Apex." No, we won 2 on the trot, mate. Yeah, we done all right so far. Gutter Bones is back. He's got the recursion. Sure, let's take a Vraska's Contempt, I guess. So we will gain 2. We can then... Yeah, I don't think we can do this. I don't think there's any way we can do this. Because we still take 3 either way. We kill something, we go up to 3, we block, and then we take 3 damage. So it's up to Thief of Sanity to draw something for us here. We can't, can we? Oh, never mind, I messed that up. Like I said, I played against some rat deck that was ultra aggressive yesterday. Literally everything was the same rat. It was depressing. Yeah, that happens. That does happen. Don't worry too much about it. Okay, and the gate doesn't help us here. Cast down does help us. We're going to put Warrant in as well, so that we have something to just flip his card back to the top of his deck. Thief of Sanity is just useless. Hostage Taker can come in. And we will go Basilica Bellhaunt. Do we need more than one? I don't think we need more than one. Like I said, so when will you stop playing Esper? Esper is timeless. Esper is my colours. I've played Esper like from about the second year I was playing Magic. So probably never. Even if it goes out of the meta, I would like to play some kind of Esper control. It really depends on what the win conditions are, but it's not been popular for a while, so I'm quite happy to see it in standard. This has a Kaya's Wrath, okay, and a Basilica. Oh wow, I was not expecting that. Here's our other white sauce. Oh no, really? Okay, so yeah, we can't absorb. Oh, that is nightmarish. So we have to Kaya's Wrath now. We can't not Kaya's Wrath. But we have the mana, and we have the capability to do so. So dump them all to the bin. Just remove some of that aggro. No doubt he will just play a bunch of stuff now. Seraph of the Scales comes down, yep. Let's play this instead. We gain 3 life, we make him discard. We can't block that 4-3, but we can clear that up next to... didn't we make this mistake last time? This feels like an absorb moment. A hold absorb up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hold absorb up. I feel that's what we need to do here. Stops whatever he's gonna do. Sure, gains vigilance, yeah, fine. Yes, there we go. That's what we wanted. We took a beating, but we're going to benefit from this now. We're going to counter, either gain 3 life. He's going to return Gutter Bones to his hand. Sure. Island comes out. Kaya's Wrath comes out. That's wrong. Oh, my game is lagging really badly. I might have to reinstall this. Clear that. Afterlife 2. So these are flyers. He plays another one. My goodness. We've seen two 2 board wipes already. I don't think we can keep up with this. Is this legendary? It's not. We can hold it up. Discard that thing. So that will stop his gutter bones attacking at the very least. So we're essentially going to take 2 from this, right? This isn't over yet. He attacks for 3. Cast down this. Gets his afterlife 2. Play Chemist is inside, that goes to the bin, that takes us to 6 in the graveyard. He's only going to hit us for 4 in the air, that takes us down to 6 life. We've essentially got 3 turn clock here. If we put another one to the bin, we then flip search for a Scanter, and we can try and get some kind of like board wipe going. What have we got, man? What have we got? He runs Mortify? What? Oh my goodness. Absolute madness. Okay. Sure. So Teferi can come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can untap 2. Exile 1. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Looking nigh on impossible. Nigh on impossible. This is crazy, man. The aggression from this is just unreal. Have Vraska's Contempt that we can play. Can get rid of one of these flyers, because they're the problem. It's the fact that they're flying and I can't block them, but I can hold my Basilica Bellhorns up. I'll gain 2 life and I'll lose 3. I can use Hostage Seeker to take one of the tokens and kill it. I can then -3 to Fairy to kill one of the tokens. Oh my goodness. Shocking. See what we get. I'm not going to -3. Kill one of those tokens. Go next. Untap 2. He's going to play Seraph on the next turn, more than likely. He's going to throw everything at us, I think. See what we get. Just 2 lands, just 2 lands. Really, really not what I wanted. I've had so many lands. Not enough stuff. Cry the Canarium works massively here. Do we kill this off? This is kind of difficult to decide. I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna take a chance. My deck will supply me with the cards that I need. It will not. Ah, dear. Heart of the cards. Yeah, I'm going Heart of the Cards moment here. I think the deck is so like ultra aggressive that it's kind of really difficult to beat anyway. I need an exile card to get rid of this lot. And he goes all out. Okay. We can use Cast Down to get rid of this. And then we go into blocking phase. And we do this. Gets Gutter Bones back. He plays Gutter Bones immediately. Cry the Carnarium does the trick here. Just more land. More land.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
More land. GG. I mean, you can't... Oh. Am I still connected to the stream? Memphis? Stream is live. Okay. What? So wait. So I went to concede and it disconnected me? Did it actually take a win off me? It did. It did take a win off me. Okay, that's fine. Cool. It was a bit strange, but yeah. That was mad aggressive deck. Mad aggressive. Those decks are very few and far between up here. We don't really see those decks much. That'll be one of those guys who's played it Hearthstone style and just smashed games constantly every evening just to get to that point. Those kind of decks, because I'm seeing them so little, I adjusted my deck for it to take some of the removal out that affects those kind of builds. But yeah, good to see another one. Good to know that I need to probably make another change. If that becomes a frequent occurrence, I think. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna probably shut the stream down for a little bit. Thanks for everyone who came out. Really appreciate it. Looks like we've got 6 viewers sitting in the channel, and I just wanted to show my appreciation for everyone that's come out and is supporting the stream for me. We're not that far off affiliate now. GG Noodle, GG Memphis, GG Baka, Wascos, whoever's left. And I will... What day are we today? Sunday? Monday tomorrow. Still got the day off, so yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow. I will try and get back for my stream at 7, but if I go live earlier, follow the Twitter if you haven't already, and keep an eye out. I'll post it in the SSRCG Discord and all that kind of stuff. Noodle says I'll tune in then and show you Classic WoW. I'm going to be playing Classic WoW. For anyone who wants to kind of jump in on like a chilled stream every now and again, my chilled streams will probably go from there'll be a mix of Division 2 and Classic WoW whenever it decides to come out. But I know we're not that far off. We can't be that far off, can we? I don't think. I'm not even sure. I know they said summer, but I don't think have they released a release date yet? I don't think they have they? You hope not. Are you still waiting on other stuff to be fixed? Is there stuff that you don't like? Developer timelines. Oh, you mean you don't want to wait? Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. I'm ready for it as well. I'm very excited for WoW Classic. It's going to be good. There's going to be a lot of hours sunk into that. I just got to make sure it doesn't distract me too much from the magic grind. Right, guys. Good chatting with you all, and I will see you again tomorrow. 7 o'clock. If not, if it's earlier, I will tweet out. See you guys. Cheers.